Okay, so today we are talking about how you guys feel about so many things in the world. People are always talking about what y'all need, but this is an opportunity for you to speak for yourselves. So speaking about school safety, active shooter situations, school shootings in general, what are your thoughts on that?
I feel like school is not safe enough because they don't really go through our book bags. They just look at the top and they never know that we can hide something on the bottom of our book bags. And I feel like if we have better security, it will be less crime stuff in school.
Most of the time, it's the people who don't really go to the school that usually push the school in danger.
When we go to school, they supposed to check our book bag when we're supposed to go through a metal detector. And they don't really do that because most of the time the people who be checking our book bags, they talk a lot and they talk to other people and they're really not going through our book bags like they're supposed to. All they do is just tap the front of it and don't go really open it. So I feel like they should improve the way they should do it.
If something was to happen at your school, you don't feel confident that it would be taken care of?
Not the way you're supposed to be taken care of.
So moving on to social media, is it useful, and do you think you could survive without it?
Social media could be useful at times, but me personally, I think that I could survive without it. But some teens, like in the world, they use social media as a source, to get to other people in the world, and they use it to also communicate. So I can't survive without social media, but I don't know. I can only speak for myself, not for other people.
Most of the mess that's in school starts on social media. Like most of when they talk about they're gonna jump each other, they're gonna fight each other, it starts in social media. First it starts out at them playing, talking about it, going back and forth with posters and posters, and then they wanna get mad at each other, and then they're gonna be wanting to fight. And then everybody asking how it started, and everybody thinking it started in the school, but it started way back on social media.
Me personally, I can survive without social media because social media is just missed waiting to happen. And me personally, I've been through a couple of encounters with people from social media that go to my school, and it's just not really good for the environment. But it entertains people to the point where they keep coming back for more and more and more because it's really an entertainment.
What is your experience with crime?
It's too many people trying to kill people. They robbing stores.
In 2019, my father had got killed on Millsop Street, and it has got worse ever since then. And people has been passing away and getting away with it. And me personally, I feel like that the deputy is not doing their job correctly and trying to catch the people who are committing crimes, and that they should do a better job.
I feel like the crime has gotten worse because I had a cousin who got shot, and ever since then, my family hasn't been the same, and they haven't found the people that did it yet. And I believe the police are not doing their job right.
Over the past years, 2 of my cousins has got killed because of gun violence, and I feel that it hasn't been getting any better. It's so critical nowadays that people can't even trust their kids to walk to a gas station that's right across the street, because that's how kids get killed nowadays. And it's sad, but it is what it is.
As he said, 2 of our cousins, one of them died too, and somebody cut his brake line, and the other one died because he was shot. But we don't understand why they did that, because they never found out who killed him and why they killed him.
Youth violence is increasing. Why do you think so many of your peers, because 14, 15, 16, are involved in crime these days? What do you think is really going on?
Social media is it's connected to everything basically. All teens, they have social media. Me personally, I don't. But they start arguing on social media, and then they go to school, they start fighting outside of school, they get suspended. Outside of school, they meet up with guns. and they think it's going to solve their problem when it's really not. It's just going to get them in a world of trouble. But they don't think like that.
Younger people mirror off of older people because if they see older people doing bad things, they're going to think it's okay for them to do it.
When you think about the city that you live in, the city of Jackson, so many people have so many things to say about the city, but what is your view and how can it improve?
How I feel about my city is that we can improve a lot of stuff in our city. Like we can start cleaning up and we can feed food to the homeless. Can give away clothes. We can build new houses, new buildings, all that type of stuff.
I feel like our city is just as good as anyone else's city because we might have a high crime rate, but it's still a city.
I don't find anything wrong with my city. I think it's the people that's in the city. The violence, the littering, the way that people treat other people is just wrong.
My city could get way better than it is now, and it could get way worse too. But I feel like this city has some good people that really cares about this city and don't litter, don't have crime, like don't do crime, and like they clean up after their stuff, like they really care. But got some people on the other hand that don't care, and that's why we have such a high crime rate.
Jackson is not a good city. I'm gonna go ahead and say it right now. I disagree with all y'all. I agree with some of y'all, but I'm gonna have to disagree. It's a horrible city. It's different people who is the problem. You got people who adding back. You got people who got the gun control law. You got the police who are scared because they had the gun control law. They don't know what to expect when they come up for somebody over. They don't know what to expect. I feel like they should take the gun control law away, and I feel like they should add more policemen and police women. In fact, more policemen and more police women into the city of Jackson.
Okay, but you just said they were scared, so why would they add more people?
Because I think they should take away the gun control law.
If you take away the gun control law, how are people supposed to protect themselves?
Why do they need to protect themselves if they got the police?
Because it's Jackson we live in.
It's Jackson, yeah. Like I said, but
some people can just roll up on you.
But there's nothing wrong with Jackson. Like
yes, there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things wrong with Jackson. It's an argument. It's an argument. It's a lot of things wrong.
There's nothing wrong with Jackson.
Yes, it is.
It's a city.
The people that live in the city.
And the people who live in the city.
So you telling me the city is the reason why all these people are dying?
Yes.
How is it the city? It's the people in the city.
It's not our fault. It's the law.
How is the law?
They
need to change the law because
how they change the law when everybody breaks it?
That's everywhere. That's not just in Jackson.
Exactly. We just don't got to.
But it's mainly in Jackson.
Okay.
Change the gun control.
Texas got a gun control law. What you saying about them?
How many people you see dying in Texas?
A lot, actually.
Somebody dies every night in Jackson.
It's more kidnapping in Texas than it is here.
We talking about good. We talking about Jackson.
Crime.
But
we are talking about Jackson.
Kidnapping is a crime.
Once again, what does it have to do with Jackson?
Right. If you could tell your parents anything, or any parent or guardian, what would you tell them about your life right now?
Okay. I would tell them like that we need to communicate more and spend more time with each other, and we need to we need to come together as a whole family, and we need to just be like we was years ago. And also I would tell my mother that she needs to start talking to me more, talking to me about teenage things and not little kid things.
I believe that parents should know that children are going through way more than they used to go through. There's kids now wanting to end their lives because of bullying and stuff. And I believe parents don't listen to children enough. Because when there is a problem and we do want to talk to our parents, they just rub it off like you'll get over it and stuff.
In my opinion, parents should know that kids nowadays, we're different because we go through way much than they did because of social media. But they should be able to have that conversation with us to tell us that everything is okay, so that we don't have to do it all by ourselves.
What about the people that deal with y'all every day, whether it be your camp counselors and those folks? Why is it always so difficult for you guys to just be chill, be calm at every moment in time? What's going on there?
We're just children, and we're gonna act like kids. And I understand that we gotta grow up one day, but we're kids right now.
So what do we do about disrespect? How can you guys and older adults come to a common ground to make everything work better?
We don't get enough respect. Adults want us to give them respect, but they don't give us respect in return.
What is respect to a team?
Respect is like, you do something right for them, but they like treat you wrong. Like the teachers, they want you to do all your work and stuff, but when you want a chance to relax and stuff, they don't do it, even though all your work is done.
I feel like that respect goes both ways. Like, the teachers should respect us and we should respect the teachers. But teachers, like, all over the world, like, some of them, like, put us down. Like, some of them say that we're not smart. Some of them say that we're not doing our best. Like, some of them say, like, that we suck. And they don't know, like, what we have going on at home. Like, they don't know, like, what's going on in our life. And they continuously put us down. That's why half of us be disrespectful to the teachers, because they're disrespectful to us.
So I feel like what she said, I agree with her. The teachers they think they don't know what's going on in our lives, and because they just think that, oh, they come to school, they come to play and talk, so let me try to help them out. You don't know why we come to school to play and talk. We probably come to school to play and talk because we don't have no one to talk to at home. We probably be on our siblings just by ourselves, or our siblings don't like to be around us. And they should not shame us because we do something wrong, but they should help us and tell us to do the right thing, and not always put us down.
So when you look ahead to your future, what are you most excited for? And do you think you have the resources to be what you want to be here right now?
So in the future, I would love to be a fashion designer and a physical therapist. I think, yes, I know I do have the resources, because, like, for the physical therapist, I plan on going to Lanier High School and attending their nurse program, so I can find out some things about physical therapy. And for fashion designer, I plan on joining, like, their fashion, like, club, and yeah.
I want to be in the NFL and play football. And I believe we do have enough material here in Jackson to succeed in me going to the NFL.
I want to join the NBA, and I think I do have the resources, because you know how we can play in the gym. I can go to different type of places. Like, I got a basketball at home and a hoop, and I can play on there.
I would like to become a doctor or to become a professional in basketball. And I would like to be in the NFL for the Saints and the Rams, or the Saints or the Rams. And for my NBA team, I want to play for the Lakers. I do think we do have the resources to do it, but it's going to take time to do it.
What I was planning on being in my future, I was planning on being an 18-wheeler driver. And I do think I have the resources. We got like 3 colleges that I have to learn how to operate that vehicle. And it's just gonna take time.